Vania, congratulations. You are the Kanpur topper now. And it's so nice at Clat Possible. We have you, a girl candidate, as the Kanpur topper, and Managya, who's the Delhi second topper. You must have met, I mean, both of you were in the club batch, so you know each
Yes.
other. It's a very amazing thing and an amazing feeling that we have you uh, topping the Kanpur city. So tell us about your journey to begin with, about as to how you started thinking about Clat and law schools.
So basically, in my class 11th and 12th, I had opted for PCM. But then I was not interested in engineering per se. So then I thought that law would be a good option. And then I also read some books by Harper Lee. So this was something which
Oh, how
motivated
nice.
me and it attracted me towards this field. So then after my class 12th, when I had appeared for my boards examinations, after that I started preparing for Clat, which was I think somewhere around in the month of May this year. So this is when I decided that I have to, and I had this in my mind that I have to make it to the other side. So to begin with, I think my GK was a bit I was a bit weak in GK. But then I had this appetite for GK and I had this curiosity. I want to know more. So actually, I had read so many topics and I had researched so much, but then we were all very disappointed with the GK section this year.
I know
And
this is the
I
first
have,
year that candidates are disappointed that the
yeah,
paper should have been tough. All CPE students are unhappy that the paper wasn't tough enough.
yes, ma'am.
And this is
Actually, we had
very
learned all those GK Perfect magazines, and Priyanka ma'am had literally provided us with so much material. And then when we looked at the paper, it was more like a RC section. But then, I'm talking about RC and the logical reasoning part of the paper. So I've always been a very avid reader. So from the beginning, these two sections were a stronger area for me. But when it comes to legal, in the beginning, I wasn't scoring very good. But something that helped me was being aware of the current legal issues and all these things. And other than that, when I
yes.
placed my legal section as my first section, this was the point when I started avoiding all those silly mistakes. And ma'am, you must be remembering also when I was like overthinking so much
Right.
about English. And then that was the turning point when you said you empowered me with that powerful mindset. And this is something which propelled me, to uh, pass with such good flying colors.
No, no, your feat is commendable, Vanya, because unlike what the ranks may state, there is no difference of marks between the top 200 ranks, I would say. Hardly any difference of marks. And that shows how powerful your candidature is and how powerful all of you have been in this paper, and those few marks only shows that the paper was fraught with so many errors. Some people just got lucky on some incorrect questions and the others did not. So as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, you all are winners. You will be going to the same law school, and there you will be able to showcase your true talent, and and validate
Yeah.
your existence at that law school. And I'm very sure about all our students. I've always been very sure about all our students. So that is something which is very, very satisfying for all of us here, not just me at Clat Possible. So Vanya, we'll just break that down into bits. Yes, I do know you, and in fact, all our city toppers for a few days in the month or even a month.
Yeah.
Everyone was grappling with overthinking. You were, I mean, it was as if you were just fighting for every mark, and then you had
I
to be
was so
scaled
anxious
down and
about
taken down.
everything.
Yes.
Ma'am,
So we
I
had
was
to again
crying
bring
the
you
day
down.
before the exam. Ki I'm not prepared, nothing is going to happen. But then, I uh, somehow told myself कि नहीं हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा. So I think being confident and having that mental setup was something which helped me a lot, because during that examination time frame, like the invigilators, they was speaking and all those things. So if one is confident, only then Is it
Yeah,
possible one is able to sail through?
that is true. That is very, very true. In fact, we form all such a bond with all of you in our club interactions and in the club batch when you come here. I still remember you called me or messaged me that please talk to my mom. I have to come for the club batch. So there has always been this fighter in you, and I'm so proud of that, Anya. And we'll go back a little further. So tell us about your journey at Clat Possible to begin with. What were your good sections? What were the sections that you wanted more attention in? So this detailed conversation will help your juniors and Kanpur Center students to understand that they are also probably going through the same thing, or they will go through the same thing in the
Yeah.
next 2-3 months. So how they will probably come back to this interview and uh, remind themselves, yes, this happened with her as well. So just go back, when you started out with us, and what were your weak sections, what were your strong sections, and what you did about them, and your mentors, and how it went about.
So, ma'am, basically, when I started my preparation, like I told you, my weakest section was GK. And the worst part about it was that I did not even know the strategy, ki matlab, which sources I have to refer to, and how I have to make my notes, how I have to revise. So, all that strategy and the particular methods which we have to use, and how we have to analyze the different sources, and how we have to make our notes, all these things and all those tactics, all those we can call mantras or the ninja techniques, these were
Yeah,
all I'm really thankful to Priyanka ma'am, because her notes and the way she summarized each and every topic and made us understand it to its core was something commendable. Then talking about mathematics, like I have an I have always been it has always been my strong section, because obviously I had opted for
yeah,
mathematics in my class 11th and 12th. But then the problem with me was that I used to get very nervous. So for gaining that confidence,
right.
I needed a lot of practice. So when I came for the club batch classes, then Abhishek sir had provided us with certain sheets. So like there I understood the kind of questions which we could possibly get in our exams. And then the most important part which I feel of my preparation was the mocks and the analysis. So CP actually provided us with all sorts of mocks and all sorts of possibilities which we could be subjected to in the examination hall. So basically, it helped us understand, and it helped us, make a strategy for the on-the-spot changes. And and the mocks
Right.
were so comprehensive. So this is something which helped me. And then, like when I began, I did not even know that we have to analyze our mocks and we have to do something such. But then
Yeah.
regularly there were links in the group. So then when I visited, then I understood that I have to bridge the gap between my reasoning and the reasoning of the faculty. And this is when I learn how to eliminate the options and how to choose the right option. So one thing is that, other than this, I think consistent reading and the purple books and all these books, I think these were really really helpful for me.
Yeah, that actually brings me to the next question, because all the interviews that we have done so far, the students have been constantly talking about mock analysis, and they have constantly felt that their preparation got a boost once they started attending. And I think one thing that is common with all of you students is that you have been consistent, and you have showed up for the mock analysis, because
Yeah.
every year that's where we realize that, okay, this is where these are the kids that are going to go further in the game now, because they were regular with their mock analysis. So when we used to sit down for mock analysis, Sajal and I, and and we started analyzing 30, 40. So in the thousands of students that are studying, at one point in time, so many kids turned up for the analysis. So that is very, very important. And today you have also stated that fact, that mock analysis was a game changer and it helped to bridge that gap, because that's where you pick up your own notes and learnings,
Yes, ma'am.
other than
And
the
now the
lectures
thing
and the
is,
classes and sheets.
yeah, and sometimes we're actually just attending the classes and we're just physically present. But the thing is that we need to be physically and emotionally invested. So we
True.
have to be at it and we have to manifest it. This is something I would like to tell anybody who is aspiring for CLAT, that you have to be at it and you have to constantly manifest that 1 year down the lane and I'll be there in my dream law school. So this is something which I felt really, really helped me.
Yeah, that is very important, and thank God for spelling it out. In fact, uh, you won't believe that 2 days ago Shreyas was doing the interview, and Shreyas also said the same thing, that many children are physically in the classroom, but those who are mentally and emotionally in the classroom will be the ones who will make the difference. So that's such an important line, and you just said that also today. Uh, so tell me, Vanya, in fact, you mentioned the purple books, the workbooks, and the mocks. Did you ever feel that there was a dearth of material and you should have hoarded all the material from the market, and just decorated your room with it, because uh, too much of everything? And in fact, I remember in the club discussions, many students would share some other mocks, and we would see some of them have so many errors in them. So, being focused on a singular test series, maximum adding another one, or just a singular set of books, do you think that is advisable or not?
What I feel is that we should focus on the quality and not on the quantity of the material, because when we are actually looking out for कि मतलब ये इस coaching का भी लगा लो, इधर का भी लगा लो, इधर का भी लगा लो, so then it does not help you. You have to focus and you have to direct your efforts in one direction, because the thing is that sometimes you will consult different material and there will be, there will be so many mistakes and you will actually confuse your own concepts. So, for that strong conceptual development,
True.
what I feel is that referring to one source and not more than two or three sources for GK, I feel that is not advisable. We should not confuse ourselves with so many sources. One source and constant dedication, pure knowledge, I think that is perfectly enough.
So, Vanya, that's amazing. In fact, I would be happy to, in fact, invite you to intern with us at Kanpur Center or online, or whichever way you want. Now you have a few months to yourself. You will be joining NLS Bangalore. Hopefully, we are still waiting for the list to be out. But of course, with the seat allocation that they have shared, you are easily and comfortably making it. What are your plans? Would your internship options are open with us? Please do connect with me for that. But what are your plans for the next few months, if not the internship?
Ma'am, firstly, I really want to relax because the past 1 year is so hectic.
Yeah,
I mean, we've been preparing, analyzing mocks and whatnot. So, in the next few months, I actually look up to, I really want to strengthen my GK a bit more. And other than
right.
that, I'm just eagerly looking out to uh, going to my college as soon as possible. And then
Yeah,
I'm eagerly looking out to a very fresh new start. And
very nice. But do not forget the internship offer that is still lying your way.
how
Uh,
can I even forget about it, ma'am?
yes. And because this internship just allows you to connect with the future aspirants, and trust me, they look forward to it. They want to meet people who have done it, and they want constant reassurance. I'm sure you can still relate with that.
Yes, actually, because just a few days back, we were all, we were looking out for some source of motivation, some source of inspiration. And just a day before our examination, in our club badge group, we had so many videos from our seniors. So
Yeah,
basically,
remember?
when we
Yes.
see that somebody who has put in those efforts and somebody who is actually there in a place which where we aspire to be someday, so this is something which actually motivates the aspirants and anybody who is preparing for that particular examination. So I completely get it now that I have actually
You are on the other side. Yes,
Yeah.
it'll be great if you spare time and actually come and talk to these young minds, and hopefully they'll all be your juniors next year. Great, Vanya. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to meet. I'm really, really looking forward to.
Thank you, ma'am. And even I'm looking forward to meeting you again. Last time we met, we were so stressed, but this time now we are finally so relaxed.
Yes, yes. I'll see you very soon for Judgment Day. Many congratulations once again.
Thank you, and same to you, ma'am.